Video.
The video of the actual situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched it before I got on the podcast, man. It was nasty to me, man.
Well, an execution is what that was. That was like some 1800. You know.
It seemed like it was personal to me.
Yeah, I don't understand that.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like they had some people from the house
Mm-hmm.
beating somebody from the field that tried to escape.
Ooh, that's a good example. That's a good example. And it was like somebody had slept with somebody's wife, or somebody had violated somebody in a gang or something. Because them was all black individuals like us, man. And the way they was speaking, saying, "Man, he was taking them legs, man. I was giving him haymakers, man." I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I mean, if you see that, what made me sick was they had I think they had him in handcuffs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure, and they had him standing up, and they were taking turns. Just see, the thing about that head trauma
Mm-hmm.
is, they might think that this person is trying to escape, or he's having a conflict with him or resisting arrest.
Mm-hmm.
But after the first impact to the head, and your your brain is floating in a sea of liquid surrounded by a membrane, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you get cracked in the head, it causes your brain to bang up against your skull.
Yeah, yeah.
And the end result is, some a concussion. Or, you see these football players and they get hit and they're laid out on the field, and they'll walk up to them and say, "Hey, who's the president of the United States?" or "What time is it?" and things like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'll ask them questions because, sometimes those people don't know where they are.
They trying to recover, the
So,
brain trying to recover.
mhm. So the amount of confusion that comes with a severe impact to the head trauma, can lead you to, he may have been in physical duress early on in the altercation,
Yeah, yeah. Because they was
and not,
spraying him, and he started running after they sprayed him.
and he probably, he was probably confused after he got hit and bopped in the head the first time. It may have sent him into a euphoria or a stupor, due to concussion.
Did you see the beginning part when they first pulled up on the car, how he spoke, like the difference between language? I could tell that the young man wasn't from Memphis, because he said, "Dude,
Yeah.
what are y'all doing, dude?" Did you hear
What was
that?
the initial? Yeah, but I mean, I don't understand what was the initial factor in the stop in the first place.
Reckless driving. It was like reckless. He was driving reckless, but they don't show that or whatever, so we won't ever see that. But the way the dude spoke, he said, "Dude, you guys are doing a lot, dude." And I was like, he speaks proper English and stuff clearer than them.
Yeah, and that's what he got. That's what got him beat up.
Because they probably felt like he thought that he was better than them or something. Or I don't
Yeah,
know.
and which in the simple terms, you know, quite possibly he was,
Quite
because
possibly.
those those police officers, for them to reach that deep into their primal whatever that shit is that they were doing. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
In order for you to beat somebody like that, you have to be somewhere really, really, really dark in your morality.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's 5 of y'all. Like,
And
what's the thought behind it, man?
one of those guys could have beat the crap out of him alone.
Mm-hmm.
But they were passing him around, man, and holding his hands, and these guys were taking free swings at him.
Yeah, and they looked like they was offensive linemen for the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah, and they were just
Mm-hmm.
they were beating him to death, and that's pretty much it.
But one thing I got to say too, though, Lex, like, in our era and the way we was raised, I ain't taking shots at the young man though. But when we get arrested, it's like, to me, you got to have a sense of compliance nowadays. Ain't no talking back and and not getting on the ground when they tell you to get it's zero resistance, because we come up in the era where we knew we was gonna get killed. We didn't try to
Yeah, I don't
run
know
or
why these.
yeah.
What has made people? What made them forget that that can still happen? It's still happening. It's happening more now than ever.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just on camera. It's they're just catching it on camera. It probably happened a lot back then, but the advent of the cell phone camera has brought a lot of stuff to these cameras being going up everywhere. It brought a lot of eyesight,
Mm-hmm.
or put a lot of eyes on a lot of atrocities committed by people.
That's true.
But for them to pass him around between each other and to beat him like that, I mean, you can't be. I mean, number one, as far as people rioting, I'm not sure the justice was swift with them. They were immediately terminated and charged.
And that was swifter than if that was Caucasian individuals, but I ain't taking a shot at the justice system because
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
yeah,
if it was it would probably be 6 months from now until so many people raised hell about it until they had to do something.
yeah, they got to save face in Memphis, man.
But these 5 black men are getting ready to get crucified.